Another Gina Carano story? Bonus! Anyway, as you know, if you've seen my previous 4 Gina Carano videos, you would know that I was very against her getting fired. Of course, I didn't speak up when she was being chased after the cancel culture mob. I wish I was. I wish I actually would have said something when the cancellation was going on. But it's better late than never. I did start talking about the story after she got fired, and I don't regret a single word that I said in that video. As you know, I was very against it, and then she got fired for a stupid reason. Then Ben Shapiro hired her after she was immediately fired from Lucasfilm. And yes, I know the Daily Wire is a bit of a controversial take. I'm not going to get into how I feel. I don't want to start a whole political war. And I try not to talk as much about politics as much as I can, because talking about politics is not fun. It's very frustrating at times. I do occasionally have to, because it's about a certain franchise I like or a specific brand I like, because they were being stupid. Anyway, so after all this time, I'd say it's been about a year since Gina Carano's firing, and we have a new story already. A YouTuber named Grace Randolph was responding to some criticism about the Kenobi show. If you don't know who Grace Randolph is, apparently what I've heard, she is a review channel. She reviews movies. She's very much into like Disney, Star Wars, and that stuff. And I've heard she has some reasonable opinions, but in this case, she went way too far with this recent story. Let me read the tweets that she put out. Grace Randolph says, yes, you can critique a Star Wars actors and character. No, race and gender are not a valid criticism, and under no circumstances should you harass any talent in front of or behind camera. So she's talking about the whole situation with Riva. Don't worry, I'm gonna get into that because that's a whole can of worms I can't wait to get into. But anyway, let's read on to this horrible tweet. Let's keep going. I hope Moses Ingram stays on social media. She is I'm not saying that word, and is great on Obi-Wan. Sure, you can believe whatever you want. I'm going to agree with most people, though. I have seen the first episode of Kenobi. Riva is annoying. And this whole narrative that it's about race is ridiculous. To disprove your narrative, or the Disney narrative, one of the most popular characters in the fan base that is a character of color is Mace Windu. I freaking love Mace Windu. He is one of the greatest Jedis in the prequels. So don't start that whole, if you don't like this character, that means you're racist. Don't start that. Oh boy. Can you see why I don't like stories like this when it gets political? But continuing on, then we get this awesome tweet. Mr. Man then tweets, unless you're Gina Carano, I guess. I respect you, Mr. Man. You have D to the B's respect. I know it doesn't mean anything, but still. And then Grace says, Gina made anti-matic and anti-trans statements repeatedly. Oh boy. this argument again. So, there's plenty of evidence that she hasn't. There are a bunch of tweets, like this one, for example. Yes, Pedro and I spoke, and he helped me understand why people were putting them in their bios. I didn't know before, but I do now. I won't be putting them in my bio, but good for all who choose to. I stand against bullying, especially the most vulnerable, and freedom to choose 100%. I respect that. And also, there's this tweet. They're mad 'cause I won't put pronouns in my bio to show my support for trans lives. After months of harassing me every way, I decided to put 3 very controversial words into my bio. Beep, bop, boop. I'm not against trans lives at all. They need to find less abusive representation. And also, here's another one. I'm not going to read this one. There is plenty of evidence that Gina Carano is not this way. It's ridiculous how they keep going after her for these silly reasons. Anyway, they continue on with the conversation on Twitter. Then we finally get a response from Gina Carano herself and saying, finally, someone who wrote an article that actually happened. Thank you, Bounding into Comics. Randolph, I don't wish any ill will or hate. It would just be nice if you would stop spreading malicious lies for a year now. You don't disservice to yourself and Critics' Choice. Exactly. Just, this whole story is ridiculous. Every critic is going to have a different opinion, no matter what. I even have different opinions. There are even opinions that people would disagree with me on. Like, I personally don't like Avatar. And no, it's not because it was an independent film. I do respect that, because we do need more of that in the filming industry. But I just think it was just a non-enjoyable movie. Visual effects, very good. But story, very lacking in my opinion. And we need to stop attacking each other for opinions, like examples for people attacking opinions. Reviews about The Last Jedi that are negative. Well, we gotta attack them. Reviews on Ghostbusters 2016. Nope, we gotta go after them. Comments on any political issues. Nope, gotta go after them. It's ridiculous. We just need to accept it's just an opinion. That's the point of America, is to express opinions. But, yeah, this story is just sick. And I am so glad I don't have Twitter, because just how I read all that stuff just makes me think, man, it's nice not having a Twitter. And I just can relax. Of course, I'll cover stories about Twitter because YouTubers will obviously cover it. But yeah, Twitter is just so toxic. I want to stay away from it as much as possible. And Grace Randolph, if you're watching this video, you should be ashamed of yourself. You can have whatever opinion you want, but that was just cruel. Alright, that's it for this video. Please like the video if you did enjoy it. Also, leave a comment if you can. And also, if you like this video and want to see more of my content, please subscribe and make sure to press the notification bell. Anyways, this is D to the B, signing off.